Artists offering final strokes to a sun-drenched Saturday at Quail Hollow. Xander Schauffele, a leader by 4 heading into the weekend, pours that one in for a round 370. As he removes the cap and awaits the man who gained ground, Rory McIlroy. Round of the day with a bogey-free 67, cleaning up par at the last as well. McIlroy now just one back of Schauffele, headed to Sunday on CBS. 12 under the going rate. McIlroy won off that number as they all round into form for next week's PGA Championship. A pair of banner names at the top of the leaderboard. Schauffele and McIlroy, who played alongside one another on Saturday, will do so again on Sunday. Just one stroke between them as Xander Schauffele looks to finish the deal and Rory looks to go back-to-back. CBS golf analyst Rick Gehman joining us to venture into this conversation, and so many angles to come at it from, Rick. But I want to start here with that round of the day out of Rory McIlroy. Now back-to-back rounds, bogey-free. It's the thing that's plagued him all season long. Where have you seen him tighten that dispersion in his game?
Yeah, it was awesome, Joe. And remember, round 2 bogey-free, that was great. But to do that on Saturday when the golf course played basically 2 strokes more difficult is even more impressive. And the thing that he used this Saturday was his driver, his weapon. He gained nearly 3 strokes to the field off the tee. He said after his round, it was one of his best driving rounds in a while. No joke there. I looked it up. It's his 4th best driving round of his entire career. 2 of his 3 better rounds have come at Quail Hollow as well, both in final rounds in 2015 and 2016. So he is able to really take advantage and separate himself from the rest of the field. He only missed a couple of fairways, Joe. He bombed it farther than everybody else, and that puts you in such a great position against the rest of his peers.
Yeah, playing from a couple of spots that no one else saw throughout the week and the day here. McIlroy, a weapon in that bag, always the driver. Xander Schauffele, the story is clear. 1-shot lead heading to the final day. We know what has come before him. We know what lies in front of him. But in this moment, we'll see if he can get it done once again. Where do you want to see him operate differently to make sure that this is a win and not just another smattering of top 10s we've seen the last 2 seasons?
Absolutely. I think he's got to get off to a little bit of a better start. He described his round as lazy and just a little bit off. And when you have a couple of pars and Rory McIlroy's bearing down on you, it's going to be hard to win.
Rick Gehman, we appreciate you as always. We will check back in a couple of moments. And you know the conversation always continues with Rick and the gang on the First Cut podcast, taking you under the ropes and into the action each and every week on tour. Download, subscribe, and enjoy the First Cut podcast. And for more, we take you out to the Super Tower where CBS lead golf analyst Trevor Illman joins us. Trevor, always good to see you as we have quite the Sunday shaping up here on CBS. And I want to go to something you said late in the broadcast. You talked about Rory's memories at this place. What are memories worth on a Sunday as he looks to make up that 1-shot gap on Xander Schauffele?
Well, they're worth a lot for many reasons. In this case, at Quail Hollow Club, because he's had so much success here. He's had those 3 wins. He's had 9 top 10s total. This is like a home course for him. He's got an advantage when he comes here. In the past, we've seen that from Tiger at many different venues. But for Rory, this is one of the places where he just feels so comfortable. So just like on 18, he's got that putt. Colt says to us, this is going to be lightning fast. Colt is exactly right, but Rory knows that. So he can just cozy it down the inside of foot and tap in for what was the only bogey-free round of the day. And that is impressive for McIlroy when you consider that he starts the day out 4 back, and he's been able to slowly but surely eat into Xander's lead.
That's one thing when it's lift, clean, and replaced like a day ago. Another when you stack 18 more on top of it. Saturday at Quail Hollow. Beautiful stuff by McIlroy. And the conversation around Xander Schauffele over the next 12 to 24 hours is going to be obvious. Can he get it done? A talent we know, and the game begs little question, but how does Xander keep from letting the past or the future affect his present? How does he stay in the moment on Sunday?
Well, he's got to believe that the things that he's worked on are now going to pay off when it matters. In the off-season, he put a ton of work in the gym. He's increased his club head speed and ball speed tremendously. He actually bombs it off of the tee now. And he's got to trust the changes that he's made in his swing with coach Chris Como. They really have made a ton of changes to his backswing. You'll see that club is much more on line at the top, less laid off than what it was. And he's been consistent as always. But tomorrow, he's going to have to hit the right shot at the right time. That is when that confidence will really start to build. And I tell you what, if he finds a way to get it done and win here against McIlroy at one of McIlroy's favorite places, that is going to be a huge boost for him going forward.
Yeah, you can exercise those demons and flush any such storylines if he gets it done at this place against that man. It's going to be a blast to watch it all come to pass Sunday on CBS. As Schauffele, we know last year at the Wells Fargo, did touch that lead momentarily. Wyndham Clark's eventual breakthrough. Trevor, you have played, captained, analyzed so many amazing moments at this place. As you sort of mull over what you expect to see on Sunday, how does the risk-reward of that second 9 at Quail Hollow play into what you do expect to see?
Yeah, that's a great question, because it's all over the place, that risk reward on the second 9. And you have to be careful. You have to be patient. You got to pick your spots carefully where you're going to be aggressive, because it sure can jump up and bite you. Even on the so-called easier holes, you think of 14, the drivable par 4, 15, the easy par 5, that last year was the easiest hole on the golf course. You put a foot wrong there, all of a sudden there can be 2 and maybe even 3-shot swings. So guys need to stay patient and just decide for themselves, when am I most comfortable and feeling ready to put this tournament on the line in the second 9 of a big signature event.
Cannot wait to watch you put words to it on Sunday. The great Trevor Immelman joining us here on HQ. Thank you, pal.
Thanks, Joe. See you tomorrow.
What a day we have in store Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Final round action from the Wells Fargo, 2 of the best in the world. 2 and 4 to be specific in the official World Golf Rankings, but only one will reign supreme Sunday on CBS. Coverage continues on HQ. More post-round coming. Doug Bell, straight off the grounds into your room. Rick Gaiman joining the conversation as well. We tap in next on CBS Sports HQ.